I am getting so sweaty in this studio. Oh my god, it's a lot. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Christen Dominique. I am a beauty creator, mom, founder of Dominique Cosmetics, and your new best friend because we're about to do this Foxy eye makeup that's gonna change your life. I have been loving this Foxy makeup. It is just a facelift with makeup. Very easy. It almost looks like, are you even wearing makeup, but a little bit around your eye? That's exactly what it is because I am not really wearing too much makeup. So I literally look like a fox probably. This Foxy eye look gives you that Bella Hadid, Kendall Jenner, lifted, elongated kind of eye. It's not just the eyes though, it's actually the brows as well. The lashes, the brows, and the eye shape. So we're completely giving ourselves a new face. This is like a filter. It looks like I got Botox, which obviously we know nothing's open right now, so I haven't done that yet. I'm ready to get into this look because there are so many new tricks and tips that I haven't talked about that you're gonna learn today with this eye look. So before we get into this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the Dom fam. And without further ado, let's get into this video. I wanna get into my brows first for this look, but I also want to just put a little bit of coverage on my under eyes before we get started, just so I don't look so tired throughout this whole thing. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on. I could just leave this part out and I could do it off camera, but I am just, I don't know, something about the way I film. I don't like to leave any little parts out for you guys because I just want you to know every little thing. I've always been like that with my videos. I don't know if like you like it or not, but I just like to make sure I give you all the info. So I'm just putting the Fenty Pro Filter True Matte Mattifying Primer on before I start. I'm gonna take the McGrath Concealer in the shades L7 and just conceal a little bit before we start. I'm not gonna like go into too much detail about my face. If you guys wanna see like my natural everyday kind of makeup or like my no makeup, let me know in the comments because I have been loving my current routine. So if you wanna know what that looks like, let me know. I'm just curling my lashes really quick before we start on the brows, and now our whole face is prepped. We're ready to go. For the brows, look, I got a lot of work to do. So I'm gonna give you guys key points on how to get a Foxy lifted brow look. I'm just gonna fill in and create my shape really quick, then I'll get to the important parts. To fill in, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in chocolate. This is unrelated to the lifting of the eye, but what I like to do first is just fill in the front part of my brow because I feel like I'm missing a lot of hair here. So now we're here at the center point of the brows. At this point, we just want to make sure that everything is going upwards like this. You see how your brow naturally kind of curves down? You want it to keep going straight out. If you just line up your brush like this, kind of like towards the end of your nose, it goes straight up here. So you want to make sure that this brow is going outwards so it gives your eye a more lifted look. This Foxy eye lift is going to look like you just got an eye lift. It's literally an eye lift with makeup. And what I'm gonna do now is just make sure that I continue that brow shape out here. I don't want it to look like Star Trek, you know what I mean? So I want to thicken that part up a little bit, and so I'll do that with you guys on camera. I'm using the same brow pencil, and I'm just going to softly just fill in and extend this area right here. And we're just gonna work past. You see how this one's going down? We're gonna keep going straight out. Just follow this shape. You can already see that my eyes are lifting. There's an optical illusion going on my face right now. Like if you can see it in my face and my brows. So now that we have the shape, I'm gonna give myself some box eyebrows. I'm just gonna take the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Dark Drapes and create these really fine hair-like pieces in my brow. So I'm gonna bring these upwards and then bring this one more natural to the side and some going upwards. So that way it actually looks like your hair is going out, like feathery. I've seen people shave off this part of the brow, which you can do if you're really loving the look. Quarantine hasn't gotten me making those type of decisions just yet. I might, I don't know, I've been thinking about it. It's not even that much, but I'm trying not to talk myself into it. So what I'm gonna do now is just conceal. So I'm taking my Nars Canel, their soft matte concealer, and my DSO5 pigment brush. Really carve out and define this brow. And you're just putting the concealer right over the hair. I'm gonna extend it out just so you guys can see like how much of a lift it's giving your eye. And then just bring it all the way down. Kind of prep our eyes for eyeshadow. Press the concealer into the skin so it melts Same thing on the other eye. For the next part, I'm gonna take the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I absolutely love this. This is the clear one. And I'm just going to brush my eyebrows upwards. So it also gives us that really nice feathery look. If you guys haven't tried this, you have to try it, because especially if you want those laminated brows, you can totally do like your own impermanent brow lamination, because it puts your hairs in place. Like wherever you put them, that's where they're gonna stay. I love this brow gel. Now we're gonna get into the Foxy Lifted Eyeshadow. And to do that, I'm gonna use basically all my transition shades. The first transition I'm picking up is Café con Leche, right here. This is from the Latte too, and I'm using a Morphe M433 brush for this. Now I'm just gonna create an elongated shape right here. And everything that we're gonna be doing is basically right in this area. I'm mixing in a little bit of Hoola bronzer with Café con Leche. Pulls it down a little bit, because then it can get a little too warm. And you wanna line everything up like so, just keeping this angle right here. So doing this is gonna make your eye look like it has a natural lifted shadow, like you're creating a real shadow on your face that just naturally lifts. You can even see the difference right now from this side to this side. Just this like natural soft shadow immediately brings the eye up, lifts it, makes it look a lot more snatched. And then bring it in. I'm not gonna go too much into the crease just yet. I wanna make sure that this area is like locked down and good. This eye has more of a hooded shape, so if you do have hooded eyes, it's gonna help you out. And I'm gonna keep this clean brush here, just making sure that it keeps that nice angular shape. Now I'm gonna go in a little bit deeper, and for that I'm gonna take Caramel from the Latte 1 palette, and with the same brush, just kind of flick it out a little bit. I'm not spending too much time with this brush on this because I want to get more detailed. As we get deeper with the shadows, we're gonna get a more densely packed brush. So I'm gonna switch up my brushes and go into the DSO3, the Blend and Shade brush. It's a lot more dense. And so for this one, I'm taking the Lawless Complicated shade, the 1 palette from Lawless. I'm taking the shade Complicated and layering that over Caramel. Actually bringing this one a little further in. I'm mixing in Complicated with Play Cool. This is more cooler brown on the same brush, sweeping that on top. And then with our clean brush, we're just gonna make sure that nothing gets over that angle that we're trying to create. So we're just gonna clean up everything around. You also want to keep it blown out and soft on the outside, and more of the pressure will go down towards this part of the eye when you're actually pressing it on the eye. Lift it up and sweep it out so that it's just like very soft and diffused. Now we're trying to go in a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna take this brush right here, which is the Morphe M456 brush, taking Cool, that Play Cool color from the 1 palette, pop it in right on top, making sure all the other shadows are peeking through top and bottom. This one is just defining that angle. If you feel like your brush is not precise enough, you need to grab something a lot more skinnier and densely packed, like a pencil brush, depending on your eye shape. I'm gonna go into the other eye really quick. Okay, now I'm gonna take Mocha from the Latte 1 palette and deepen this corner up. Just keep layering until you have this really nice, angular, natural looking dimension on your eye. The more variations of browns that you use, the more natural and lifted your eye is gonna look. I'm gonna take this pencil brush right here from Morphe. It doesn't have a number on it, but I'm going into the Latte 2 palette and taking this shade, this is Coffee Beans, and lining that up right on my lash line and then lifting it upwards. This shade is a lot deeper, so what I wanna do with it is press it down and sweep it out. So it looks smoky and blown out. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit and make sure that this dark eyeshadow shade is going to hit right at the base of the lashes. I don't want it to look too harsh or like you really tried to do a foxy eye. I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just gonna go over and sweep it over the end, the tail end. So it gives that warmth mixing in with the cool tone browns, and I think it just creates a really pretty shadow. I wanna thicken this up a little bit. And I'm just softly blending everything upwards. Now I'm gonna take this really skinny, fluffy brush. This is the Crease Blur, the DSO4. And I'm gonna do Caramel and mix it in with Obsessed. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, but Obsessed and Caramel from the Latte palette. We're not gonna follow the shape of our natural crease. We're just gonna take it on the outside and deepen up this half circle right here. And then when we're blending it towards the brow. So we're forcing the eye to look at an angle. You can make this a lot more dramatic, but I'm gonna keep it there so it's natural, effortless. So I'm gonna take this eyeliner in the shade Unbox, so the Dose of Colors eyeliner, and just tight line right in there. Making coffee beans on this brush, which is a T58 from the Makeup Shack. It's a very flat and dense brush. So I'm just gonna smudge this eyeshadow right along, very close to the lash line. Also, eyeshadow is just easier to use when you're creating these types of eye looks. This is great for beginners or just, honestly, I use this all the time. Ooh, yes, okay. Okay, for the inner part of the eye, I want something that's natural, that's very close to my natural skin tone. So I'm gonna take this shade from the one, it's called Everything. Brighten this area up. You want the black eyeshadow to kind of start right here. So if it comes in too close, clean it up with some skin tone eyeshadow because it's supposed to look like it's coming from right in the center of your eyeball and then outwards. For the brow bone, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna take Frothy and just pat it right on the brow bone. All right, so now I'm gonna just put some mascara on and lashes. There's the technique for the lashes. So I'm gonna put mascara on really quick and then show you guys the next part of the Foxy eye look with the lashes. While my lashes dry, I'm just gonna take this brush right here, the Crease Blur, and take some bronzer, the Hoola bronzer, and I'm gonna connect the bottom of the lash line to the wing up here. I'm actually gonna mix a little bit of Caramel from Latte 1 in there. I don't wanna put anything darker than that on the lower area because it's gonna, I feel like personally this is gonna distract from the upper part of the wing, so I'm gonna leave the darker part of the eye to the top. So for the lashes, I'm gonna take these really cute Effortless lashes from Velour. They're called For Real though. It's great because you don't have to cut them, they're already kind of tiny. And a new technique that I have been loving to do is apply the glue right directly to my eyelash. I mean not my eyelash, but my skin. So I'm gonna start the glue right here, and then where I want it to end, that's where I'll stop. So once it's kind of tacky, I'm gonna take it midway, and then instead of curving with the natural lash, I'm actually gonna lift the lash up so that it curves with the angle, the Foxy eye angle. So that alone is gonna really lift your eye up and then also give you this really pretty flirty lash going on the end. You're gonna notice a gap. I mean, if you do it high enough, like mine has a gap, I'm just gonna put eyeliner right in that gap. So once this dries down, I'm gonna go over with eyeshadow to make sure there's no glue showing. Now I'm gonna take a brown liner and just fill in that space. This is a liquid liner. You don't have to go this extreme. You can definitely use a pencil. I just like how precise this is. And I'm actually gonna go in with black. You know, I'm gonna add some mascara to the bottom of the lash and then push them together. It's coming together. We're almost done. It's coming together. I'm so happy. I'm gonna put more mascara on my lower lash line, my lower lashes. Now that we have our Foxy eyes, love how this came out. It literally looks like I have a facelift or I have that like hair hack where you just like lift your hair up. It's all makeup. So this is like my main part of the tutorial that I really wanted to show you. Now I'm just gonna do my everyday face makeup, shade Butter Biscuit, and just go in and warm up the face. And the brush that I'm using is from Hank & Henry. I love his brushes. This is Nikki. And just go in, bronze everything to life. And then with Macchiato, I'm gonna contour. I love a natural glow, and for that, I'm gonna do my Dominique Cosmetics Skin Gloss in Golden Dew and just pop that right on the high points of my face. So now I'm gonna take the concealer shade from the Vanity Contour Palette, and I'm just gonna go over my under eyes so I can have a little more coverage there, and I'm gonna bring it down to the lip. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Cream Blush in Petal Poppin'. Pop that on my cheeks. and a little bit on the nose. And just set everything with the translucent powder, Velour Mercier. I just set like the center of my face. Take the Kylie Stormy lip liner and line my lips up. And then for the lip gloss, I'm gonna take the Buxom Irish Coffee. Ooh, that sounds good. And just pop it on top. I just realized that the Latte too, it smells like mocha, and then this smells like some type of sweet coffee. Now I just want to go to Starbucks if one's open near me. All right, so now we are done with the look. Oops. I actually want to try these Desio contacts on. They're the green ones. They're so pretty. They're called Charming Green. I'm gonna pop them on really quick and our look will be done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It truly lets me know if you like this type of video. That is so helpful. Also, if you haven't checked out these videos, make sure to check them out. And that's it. I love you guys so much. Before I let you go, I just want you to remember that you're actually beautiful. Without makeup or without this Foxy lifted eye look, you're beautiful inside already, so you don't have to worry about that. I love you and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.